Are you serious? Are you serious? Everybody get a cup of coffee and calm down. The meteorites are flying over our heads everywhere now. It's starting to happen, guys. Mike from around the world said it would. But here's the deal. A mysterious green fireball racing over the sky in Australia in the outback, shocking some people about 1 o'clock in the morning this morning in Australia. It was incredible, but it was very neon green, but it's exactly what Mike around the world said was going to happen. Let me tell you about that, guys, and a whole lot more, as you've seen on the thumbnail. But let me just say real quick, let me put a shout out right now to www.nightsolarlight.com. That's nightsolarlight.com. Father's Day is here, and you can now let Dad put all the floodlights he wants anywhere and everywhere he wants to put them, around the home or in the office or outside. There is an unbelievable, brand new, and you don't have to spend a fortune for these guys. These are unbelievably, a brand new ultra bright wireless floodlight with motion detectors makes it extremely easy to light up the dark spots in your yard. You can install it anywhere because it's wireless and it is a solar powered light. Here it is right here. Amazing, guys. It's amazing. It is bright. You know about bright? What? It's extremely bright, and motion detector system it has, and it's solar powered. So you can put it up anywhere you want in the house, outside. It's perfect. You can click on it if you want to make it a light. If you want to use it just for for a motion detector, you can do that. It has the motion detector setting on it, and it just come on. Anything moves in front of it, that light will come right on. It's incredible. And don't cost you a ton of money. It's not going to cost you. The average cost for a lights like this, there it goes, it just came back on again. The average light like this would cost you somewhere about $50 to $70 to have a light like this, and for $50 to buy the light. $70 or so for the wiring to get it wired in. It's, look, seriously, people can't afford stuff like that. You can get this light right here for $13.64, and the shipping is free. That's insane. But you gotta hurry. You gotta hurry. Just need to go, seriously, listen to what I'm telling you. Go right now to www.nightsolarlight.com. That's www.nightsolarlight.com. I'll put the description and the link in the description below. Make it easy for you. You don't have to spend a fortune. It could cost you. You can put as many of these you want all around the house. It is. Look at this. I barely moved, and it came on. And here's the cool thing: no batteries needed, no wiring, no electricians needed. Just simply put it wherever you want. It's solar powered. And it could be set up as a any movement will turn it on, or you can just turn it on if you want to. And it's got at least 8 hours of light in it from just solar charging, and you can probably get 12 hours easily if you have any kind of sunlight on it at all, or even don't even have to be sunlight. I mean, I've had this one. It's been in a box. It came to me from out of a box, and I just pulled out of the box and just started using it. And it had been, who knows how long been in this thing. So you can, I'd love to ship this to you. It's free. I'm not going to, look, just go there. Go to their website, www.nightsolarlight.com. That's nightsolarlight.com. I think you really enjoy that. Now listen to this. That green fireball spotted in the remote areas over the Australian outback. This thing was amazing. It just... as it lit up the sky, it streaked across the night sky above the remote Australian outback early this morning. Miners who were working in the region spotted the strange object which illuminated the clouds as it flew past. At 1 a.m. this morning, with a glow lasting so long that many were able to capture the event on their phones. A lot of people had the time to get their phone out, turn it on, and still catch it as it was going across the sky. Now, experts say it was not space junk. It was not a spacecraft. It was a meteorite flying through the midst of heaven, a little bit bigger than this one, okay, a little bit bigger than this one, and it really lit up the sky in Australia. These fireballs are going to continue, according to Mike from around the world, as we are getting into this debris field of incoming asteroids and meteorites. It's going to get very intense, guys. We're going to see all kinds of different things happening, and so it's very important that people realize that in the last days, the Bible talks about there'll be brimstone and fire falling from the heavens. And the earth is going to be going through a lot of heavens are shaking and quaking. The earth is going to be shaking. Volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, megaquakes, tsunamis, cyclones, typhoons, strong monsoons, blood moons, pontoons. All of it's going to be happening in these end times, and I don't think people are ready. I know they're not ready for the signs in the heavens. And there's people are going to run for the rocks and the mountains to hide them from the face of him that sits on the throne, the Bible says. Men's hearts are going to fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head, your redemption draweth nigh. There will be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, and distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. All right, men's hearts fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming on the earth. The powers of heaven are going to be shaken, folks. And then shall we see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head, your redemption is drawing nigh. And it seems like in these last days, we try our best to tell people to be rapture ready and to get their hearts right with Jesus Christ, because the signs of the end times are upon us. They're talking about the Middle East peace deal, but they're also talking about war in the Middle East. The armies are gathering. Egypt has moved a lot of troops in just the last few days. The United States has sent a ton of F-35 fighter jets into the Middle East. Iran is moving troops. Russia has just set up an outpost and a military base just on the other side of the Golan Heights in Syria, not far from the border of Israel. Iran keeps smuggling in missiles and cruise weapons and destructive bombs. Hezbollah in southern Lebanon is setting up shop. There is the talk of an uprising, an intifada by the Palestinians if Israel annexes the Jordan Valley along the coast of Israel. Along the border of Jordan and on the backside of what's known as the Judea and Samarian areas, what's known as the West Bank. So while all this is coming together, the Palestinians are getting ready to call on the United Nations. They want the UN to stop Israel from annexing Israel's own land that they already own. Okay, so this is huge, what's getting ready to happen. And I just interviewed Pastor Happy Caldwell, Dr. Happy Caldwell. Just did a live interview with him on my live show today, Middle East, Peace or War. The Middle East deal, peace or war. This is huge. He's been to the White House twice, met with Jason Greenblatt and Jared Kushner, the son-in-law of the President of the United States, on the Middle East peace deal known as the deal of the century. He's been involved in meeting with members of Congress, both in the Senate and in the House. Mike Huckabee just recently he met with. He's been finding out information from other world leaders and other world representatives, and he was there. So this is a great interview. I need you to listen to it, guys. Wisdom is coming from these men of renown, these men of great reputation and understanding. Right now, Israel is going to be And what Dr. Summerall would say all the time, Israel is the God's prophetic timepiece. And in these last days, people need to give their life to Jesus Christ. Without question, give their life to Jesus Christ. So I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. But you're going to see more signs in the heavens. Mike from around the world will be with my guest. He'll be my guest Thursday night. He said we're going to be talking about one of the big threats that we've been talking about. One of the biggest threats. We're going to be talking about it in a big way. This Thursday night, don't miss the interview at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. At 9:30 p.m. Eastern with Mike from around the world. You don't want to miss it. Give your life to Christ. We're running out of time. Are you serious? Are you seriously serious? What?